Okay. Probably gotta ask them in there.
Right here. I don't know which charger.
Bree, something right here. I don't know what it is. I wonder what. Oh, Patrick in the building. Patrick made the trip. Oops.
Ooh.
Throw in. I don't know what this is. Charger right here, Bree. I don't know what this is. Is that what you need?
Okay, what you do with the background? I see.
Huh?
The background.
What do you do?
You looking right at it.
It's been there. What do you mean?
No, the background. That's
I mean,
Papa, put your mic up.
upgrade on the fly.
You can't hear me? You can't hear me? Testing. 5, 6, 7.
And listen, if you're tuning in at this point, the shades is gonna be a necessity today. Maybe have one too many drinks.
I just got here. Well, I just got here. I was here earlier, but I left for an hour and a half.
Welcome back to another episode of Next Morning Coffee. I'm your boy Joe Cool, aka Nicavelli. With my partner, Mr. King.
Yep.
We in the building.
Can't forget,
Oh, Breezy B in the house. My bad,
Right.
you forgetting about our stat.
That baby.
Stat baby. Our version.
What
All
I
right,
do,
so-
what it do. Pre-game is starting.
Let me just give a little birthday toast. Sip toast.
Oh.
How old are you now? 36?
28.
Seriously, how old are you?
36.
Okay, well, cheers. Don't tap my glass. I need every drop.
Man, listen. Fitz, we celebrating this finals run, birthday, sweet potential,
Yeah.
celebrating everything.
Yeah, we enjoy that a little bit before we get started. But yeah, 36, that means you ain't seen it. You ain't seen the Knicks the way I seen the Knicks. You know?
How you seen the Knicks?
I seen some good, I seen the bad, and I seen the ugly.
Well, the bad and the ugly outweighed the good for most of the years. But we here now. Yeah, we streaming. Oh, shoot.
Don't be hating. Yeah, we just want to come in here and talk a little bit before the game. See where everybody's head is at.
We got the regular pregame on. Higher players point per game. Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson, LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Jalen Brunson, number 5. That's good company to keep.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's cool. So what today? What we're going to figure out what people be thinking about. Is it over? When you come in here and you find out if it's over, let us know.
I think it's a done deal, Holyfield.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's done. Do I want it to be done? But we'll get into all that.
But listen, the Spurs, my theory was if the Spurs win, we got time. So if we don't win tonight, if you don't play hard and you do have a mess-up game, this will be the night to have it.
Yeah, but I mean, you could possibly lose it without it being a mess-up game. It's like we playing now for, obviously the big picture is to win the series, and then the secondary is to get the sweep. And then the
TV now.
Then the other thing is, even if you lost, you want to still be maintaining some kind of form. You know, you don't want to lose in a blowout or too many missed assignments. Because you can, even Cleveland, everybody, like some of the gentlemen sweep, everybody at some point figure out a game. So it's not like we said earlier. A loss is not the end of the world. It ends the streak, but they got 4 to win, or rather, we got 4 to win 1. You don't want it to get to that, but at the same time, when the Spurs won yesterday, that gave us a small cushion.
Mhm.
You know, it gave us a small cushion that if it had to go a couple of more games, at least we right on par with whoever comes out of that series. So,
yeah, I know you say you don't want too much rest.
I mean, for the championship round, I don't only. I mean, this is new territory for us because no teams have that much rest, 9 days. But you don't want to throw off your rhythm too much in your timing, in your chemistry, in your poise, and even in players' minds. Sometimes they playing for something. Sometimes what they playing for sometimes change day to day. You know, like a teammate might get into a different conversation with another teammate after a victory that we're having in this run, and now you feel closer to that player. You know, just because we got a good camaraderie and we all on the same team, everybody ain't close with everybody. But when you got this kind of run in the playoffs, it connects all those people together. You know, so that 6 degrees of separation also is at play. And you start playing for more. You start wanting more for you and your fellow man. You know, so I'm excited. I'm not like. I mean, we want it, so we can't ask for how we get it because we this is what we wanted, right? So that was like a walk, but it wasn't.
I know, right?
Yeah, if you're watching the pregame with us, we got the pregame on with Wally and them, but we had to keep it turned down for legal purposes. You know, so if you're watching it too, tell us what you see.
Yeah, this is a test out if we could watch the game live while being with y'all. So yeah, this is the pregame show, but this is really just a test. You know what I mean? Just to see. Just let me know if y'all can hear the actual background as we watch this with y'all and talk to y'all and kick it with y'all, man. You know what I mean? This is a party. It's a celebration right now. This is, like I said in past streams, we ain't been through this. You know what I mean? This is the first time we get to enjoy the game and really, you know what I mean? Take this in.
Yeah. So you ready to get started?
Yeah, I thought we started. I mean,
what was the first topic again?
What we got? Oh, before we get into it, let's get into what you want to get into first? Let's see.
Let's get into some like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate the 4 new subscribers yesterday. You know, salute to y'all.
On the road to 1,000 subs.
Let's get to 1,000. We got sweep or win at home. Or do you want to get into this what Fat Joe was talking about top 5?
Yeah, let's do that first while we wait. Yeah.
We do that first?
Yeah.
So listen, we got Fat Joe's top 5 Knicks of all time. Right? And it's funny because we were just talking about this. The homies at work were telling me like I was bugging out. So let's see what Fat Joe got to say. Put us on mute for a little second. Play this.
It does smell very good.
I have to say you do. What's the scent?
All right, number 5.
This is his list.
Nick.
This is his list. Nobody else's list.
Stephon Marbury.
Okay.
Very underrated. He was too hard to guard. He was too tough. He could pass. He could shoot the 3. There's nothing Stephon Marbury could not do.
Come on, baby.
All right. So number 5, he got Stephon Marbury.
So what you think about that?
I mean, I'm not really mad at the list. When it comes to this, we can't be mad at it. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's everybody's individual preference.
Stephon Marbury got to be on the list. Now, I don't know if you got to make it 10 or 5, but Stephon Marbury is definitely on the list.
Well, he's definitely in my top 10 Knicks
So who
of all time.
I don't really got a list, but who you putting 5?
Who am I putting 5? I'm probably putting Melo 5 on my all-time Knicks list. And I got more love for Marbury than most. But I probably got Melo 5.
Well, this is when Marbury got there. That's bless you. When Marbury got there, that was like my first real excitement for the Knicks. You know what I mean? That's when I really started watching every day, getting into the games. Right when he got there, so that had to be the first time.
On the islands, baby Jesus.
There you go.
All right, that's at number 5. So then clocking in at number 4.
Number 4, I'm gonna have to give it to Mellow Time.
Come on, man.
Great times with Melo.
Headband.
Great.
Mellow. You know I ain't mad at that. Number 4.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, my number 4. See, I said Melo. My number 4 for me, I'm probably going with Bob McAdoo. You know, because I said Melo number 5. I'm probably going with Bob McAdoo for me at number 4. You know, he was ahead of his time. You know, big man that can stretch the floor, shoot the 3, get buckets. So, you know, McAdoo, Macadon't, Macawill, Macawon't. That was his own saying. He gave himself that. So that's probably my number 4.
Number 4.
Times with Melo, New York, homegrown. Shout out to Baltimore. But, you know, Melo was giving him that work. I wish he would have brought home a chip.
3 to the head,
To the
man.
head. It's Melo.
Number 3, Jalen Brunson.
Oh, okay. Already. Got to the finals.
At number 3. Oh, no. Jalen Brunson might hit.
Go ahead. You go first this time.
Hey, listen. I ain't know. Remember I asked y'all. I ain't know if Jalen Brunson was going to be on that top 5 list, but he was going to be in the conversation. And he's in the conversation according to Fat Joe. He's number 3 Knick of all time. Talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, I love Jalen. We all love Jalen. And what he's doing right now, you know, when the season is over, we can revisit that. But for right now, he's not my number 3. He didn't crack my top 5, but that's not even disrespect.
Did he crack
to him? My number 3 is I'm going with another old school player who was short-lived with the Knicks, and that's the Sugar Man, Michael Ray Richardson. That's what I'm going with.
Michael Ray Richardson.
If you look him up, if you dial it back and see what he did for us and into the league when he came in, a mini Magic Johnson, he was something special. You know, drugs got him, and he just was never the same. But that's no slight to Brunson. You know, wherever anybody put you, then you deserve to be there. But if you got to ask me today, then that's my number 3.
That's your number 3?
Yeah.
Number 1.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
He's number 1.
Automatic after that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm giving the other 2 grace because all he has to do is win the chip, and he's the number 1 Knick.
All right.
time.
I gotta pause it right there. He said all he got to do is win the chip, and he's number 1 all time.
Yeah, that's I think Fat Joe in this one, he's caught in the moment in this one. Yeah, I mean, Brunson's going to be in the top Knicks of all time. We see it. It just because he got that it factor that what people love about our Knick players have. He has it, and he's already been here 4 years.
I mean, I don't know because I ain't see Clyde and he won what 2?
Yeah, it's just sometimes to me with Clyde, I don't put Clyde that much. I make him 1 or 2. But I don't always add him in my top because sometimes certain players, they above your list. And right now, Clyde is above my list.
So who would the player that's above your list?
And no, I'm saying Clyde is like the only one that's like really above my, you know, what he did for the city back in them times, you know, is just remarkable. And to have the Knicks win, especially in the first championship, when he was a young man, and then the Mets win and Jets win all in the same season, you know, that could ever be duplicated. You know, the Mets and Giants did it in the same season for New York. But what Clyde and them did back, you know, 1969, 70, you know, that may not be duplicated. So let's see who we got.
Number 2, Patrick Ewing.
Come on, man.
Okay, Pat.
Pat Ewing gave us the best times. You know, he was up against that guy. You know, and that guy, you know, this guy,
Hey, can fly.
this guy like Batman, that Jordan. Everybody talks about when I see the interviews of all the guys in that era, they were like, yeah, but you know, that guy was the way. That guy, like, you know, that's so.
All right.
Patrick Ewing, number 2. We definitely can't be mad at that one.
Yeah,
I
but
wouldn't be mad
okay.
if he was 1 or 2.
All right, but we can
As long as he
flip
cracked the
flop.
top 5.
My number 2 is Bernard King.
Mm.
And again, we got to the Eastern Conference semifinals with Bernard. You know, injuries robbed him. Also, him and Michael Ray Richardson. But what Bernard was doing during his time with us, he tore the league up. Like he just like rewrote the record books when he was here. I mean, you talking about a time when 3-point shooting wasn't the norm then. This when teams were maybe taking 3 or 4 3-pointers a game. Bernard just ripped the league to shreds. And even everybody, when they still talk about when they played the Knicks in the mid 80s, early to mid 80s, they talk about nobody went out that night before. Even if Bernard came to your town, they wouldn't got some rest because you was getting it. And that's down from Larry Bird, Mark Aguirre, Dominique Wilkins, all the best small forwards in the league at that time. You know, the Alex English, Key Vanderways. They always saying it. Marcus Johnson, they all say the same thing. Nobody kept them up at night before a game until Bernard came to town. So Bernard was my number 2.
Now, with that being said, though, you said when Patrick was hurt, Bernard played, Patrick was hurt.
You got to look at it was a short
vice
window.
versa.
Let me just say it real fast again. For the people that see it later, when Bernard was tearing the league up, he got hurt. He was hurt for 2.5 years. So for 2.5 years, the Knicks, they just fell apart. And then we got the lottery. The first lottery was 85. The frozen envelope, as they try to say now. And then we got the number 1 pick, which was Patrick Ewing coming out of Georgetown, who they all say was the next Bill Russell. So we get Patrick. Bernard is still hurt. Patrick comes in, have a pretty good rookie year, becomes rookie of the year. But before the end of the season, Patrick gets hurt. When Patrick gets hurt for the rest of the season, Bernard comes back. Bernard comes back, average 25. The next summer, they trade Bernard. So they never got to play together. So, is that your door? Oh, so that's how that was. So we never got to see Bernard and Patrick on the court at the same time, which would have been devastating for the league at that time. Even though, Lakers and Boston still had a stranglehold, that Patrick would have been our missing link with the 2 of them together. Because Bernard, even after his injuries, he went on to Washington to start in the All-Star game, which wasn't easy back then. So he regained his form. It just wasn't with us. And that was, to me, that's one of my things that I've always looked back on that I would have liked to see just develop. I would just like to have seen the development. All right, what we got next?
It's Wimby. All right, I'll go. Number 1 all-time Knick for me is Bernard King.
Come on, man.
As a kid, I was watching him on black and white TV with my grandfather, and there's nothing Bernard King couldn't do. I still can't believe when I see him in person. He's so great. As a kid, I just looked up to him so much, and I guess I still.
What you saying?
Nah, she was saying, so again, you see what he put. He got Bernard at his 1. So Patrick was my 1. Bernard is my 2. But again, this is no slight to Clyde. When somebody do see it, Clyde is above. Clyde is Clyde, right? There's no New York the way it is without Clyde. So, but I like this lineup. I necessarily wouldn't have had Brunson there. Some people might say take Marbury out. To me, that's Fat Joe's picks. And then we salute you, Fat Joe, for having the guts. For having the guts. We know what Marbury meant to him in his summer leagues and how close they were. We know Melo being a homegrown guy. So, Bernard being a homegrown guy. Jalen, your father played for the Knicks before. So he stayed close to the vest. But nobody can't argue with you. People are going to argue with his picks because of what the accomplishments. None of them hung a banner. The only one that's close now to hanging a banner only could be one man up there. That's Jalen. So this is a musical chairs. But when you're talking about great all-time Knicks, you have to go top 10 to give it justice. And then people can play with the order. If you go top 10, everybody will have somebody in their thing.
My question is for even this top 5, when there's other teams, is there people that ends up in the top 10 that necessarily wasn't the superstar? Like, is there only does it only gotta be stars? So like, let's just say we do get a ring.
Mhm.
Towns don't crack that top 5, top 10 list. Does Josh Hart crack that?
But Towns would still be considered a superstar.
You know what I'm saying is Josh Hart get into the conversation? Does Mitchell Robinson get into the conversation?
people-
And is there other people in the 90s?
The only people
Is it
that
John Starks
yeah,
that
the only
should have been in the conversation?
right.
So that's why I said when it's top 5s and top 10s, greatest Knicks of all time. When it just came to Jalen Brunson, I think he just gets in the conversation.
Yeah,
But not slighting Cat, because Cat clearly probably needs to be in the conversation too if you get a ring, because we don't necessarily do it without him. But we don't do it without a lot of these Knicks that we
when
currently
people
got.
wear their heart on their sleeve, Oakley's going to be in people's top 10. Oakley's going to be there. Starks is going to be there. Some people may put Allen Houston in there. So it's going to be different people. You know, Willis Reed going to be there. Earl the Pearl will probably be there. So it's a whole lot of Knicks. I think in our first year, when we first started Knicks Morning Coffee, and I did my top 10 or top 15, whatever it was, Knicks, and I had some ties, but I had people in there that some people probably forgot about. But remember, my criteria was you had to be a Knick for more than 1 year.
Yeah, I think
So
at
that
that
took
time
out-
there was no Jalen Brunson.
Yeah,
I
there
don't
was-
think you
there
had
was-
Melo on the list.
Well, Jalen Brunson wasn't here.
Stephon Marbury, I don't think was on the list.
Yeah, Marbury was high on my list.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, he was on my list. But you look at, I had guys that 1 year, what Maurice Lucas did for us in 1 year would have deserved to be a Knick. You know, they used to call him the dude because he was nobody to be playing with. Jason Kidd was only 1 year. So you to me, to be fair to all-time Knicks, at least 2 years would have been. Some people look at all-time that cheated to play multiple years. Bernard had multiple years on the Knicks roster. He just didn't play multiple years. But he gets a pass because what he did when he played, like every night, he did things that people just didn't do. I wish everybody could have saw. And you're talking about at a time when Bernard was doing it, when defenses was stellar, team defense was stellar. And if you could score, you know, at that time, 25, 30 points with those team defenses coming at you, knowing what you're going to do, that was elite. Now you can get 30 just on a hot night, not taken away from. Like Jalen Brunson just got, he leads the Knicks in 30 points in the playoffs by far. Because that's with the 3-point shot and the emphasis on offense, that's easy to do right now. But that's not taken away. You got to do what you can do in your era. You know, which is why I like when they always ask Patrick Ewing, who's the greatest of all time. Patrick always, his answer never changes. It's Michael Jordan was the best in my era. So he gives an honest answer, you know. So kudos to that. But Fat Joe, that's your list. Nobody can, well, people are going to argue with you just based on accomplishments. But that's not a bad list.
I mean, for anybody that from my age, that's not a bad list. And a lot of people from my age probably don't even know Bernard King's work unless they went back and watched. Because the only thing they'll watch is Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson,
But you know
Larry
what?
Bird.
Hold off on that part because I got a sneak peek at Bree's Corner in comments. And I think there's a question in there that might require an answer like that. You know? So when the time comes, that's interesting. It's an interesting question. All right, so what is it? What's the diddly, yo? It's happy birthday to my partner and son. All right, so when you do get in here, let's get a salute for his birthday.
Thank you.
He's getting older, but not necessarily myself.
We age backwards. We don't get older.
There you go. There you go.
All right, let's see. You want to do sweep or go home or the Cleveland Coach?
Yeah, that's a conversation. That's a conversation.
Oh, sweep or win at home.
No, it's sweep or win at home. You got to take what the cards give you, and the cards are giving us like you always want to try to sweep and win for the fans, right? The cards dictate right now that we may end it tonight. Everybody wants to end it tonight, and that's fine. But sometimes for your fans, when they haven't been there and they haven't seen it, now we know the Knicks are having the indoor, probably outdoor, garden party, watch party.
Oh, no, they ain't having that no more.
No, I think they still gonna have it. They
New
don't
York
want
shut
it.
that
The
down.
city don't want it. But the indoor one, I'm sure they having it.
Oh, the indoor one
I
probably.
see
Yeah.
my Mets got 7. Okay.
Mm.
So you want to win on your floor because when you haven't had it, then the city's a buzz. So at least when they on the road, like tonight, every bar in New York, the sleaziest bar is packed, and everybody in that bar is saying, "Turn that TV on, so I can see the game." The casual fan want to see the game. Anybody that want to be able to say when they get to work tomorrow, somehow they want to be a part of this. What's going on? Even if they're not a Knicks fan, just being a New Yorker, you want to have some say in saying that. Where was I when the Knicks did what they did in 2026?
Yeah, nah, winning. I'd rather just, if you're gonna get it over with, get it over with. It's not as urgent to me no more after the Spurs won. But if you're gonna get it to sweep, get the sweep. Just so we can have something to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, yeah, I mean,
they're gonna walk around with a mop if we sweep Cleveland.
Look, I went to the store today to try to find a regular broom just to clean the house. I couldn't even find a broom. Everybody got the brooms. So that's a sign that it's over. Now, it's bittersweet for me because I wish I would like to see New York have that. I would like to see the fans, have that when just like in 99 when Patrick, 94 again, we say when Patrick jumped up on that table, the game going into the playoffs. That's the feeling people want to duplicate. And tonight would have been that if they went on the road or if they would have been at home. So that's bittersweet for me tonight. I'm taking whatever it comes. You win it, it's a milestone. And if you got to come back to the Garden and get it, still sweet.
We ain't mad at it either way. Now how about you want to talk about the Cleveland coach?
Yeah. That it was, I saw it today. Now after I seen it, then I started seeing it on the evening edition of ESPN. And he's been like that. His delusional. Kenny Atkinson is a well-respected players coach. We all know that from his days. He was with the Knicks for a little while. He was with the Brooklyn Nets. We know him, and you respect him. He interviewed for the Knicks job at one time. He didn't get it. But he believes, right? Atkinson, he believes that if you go by the analytics, his team should be winning the series. So that's a far reach.
What you mean?
That Cleveland has the numbers, the analytical numbers. They're ahead of the Knicks. That's why when people say, when Charles Barkley all them say, throw them analytics out the window. Analytics is good for certain things. It's good for, maybe you need a shot at the last minute and you know where the corner three, like pictures putting OG in the corner three for a last second shot to win it all. That's a 90% chance OG gonna hit that shot. That's where it comes in handy. The numbers don't always tell the game because the number don't know a person's heart, right? A number don't know a person's attitude. So he really, and he said this after every loss. He praising what his team is doing. And you're doing all you could maybe to try to keep them afloat, but at some point you have to be honest with yourself. The analytics sometimes is a lie. Right?
Yeah, but the analytics also can't be one-sided. Because for all the good that you're doing, I forgot what we was watching, but on YouTube, was the Nick of Time show?
Yeah.
The Cleveland
Shout out
fan.
Nick of Time show.
Yeah, shout out Nick of Time show. So he was talking about what Cleveland stats was and what they were doing, but you're not accounting for the Knicks. Now I said it as a joke, but you're not accounting for the other 6 or 7 people other than Brunson on the court. They couldn't be guarded. So you planning all this around Brunson. You didn't think about what OG was going to do. You planned around Towns. You didn't think about what Mikal was going to do. And then when y'all thought it out, usually a player will lose interest like Josh Hart and stop shooting. He kept shooting. You know what I mean? The stats was the same.
Yep.
So you just forced him to take more shots, but the analytics would have told you that he hit the same amount of shots, even though he took more shots.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So he went 5 for 10 and then went 10 for 20. Same thing. So you left him open thinking he wasn't going to shoot it, and he just shot more shots. So he's bound to hit more of them.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it hurt y'all. So then y'all was stuck again.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, now y'all got to play defense. There's no scheme that you can do. This is why you got to the NBA. Offense can't just carry you no more.
Yeah, but that's part of what this Kenny, to me, every game you saying the same thing. And you got to realize as a coach, when you're on the downside of a series, you're auditioning. When you do your post-game comments, you're auditioning for your next job because you may get fired. And another GM going to ask you about this. Like, that's your answer? We right there. We analytics say that we're better than the Knicks. Well, you're 0-3. So you better, again, I talked the other day about guys who are lifers. And I got to take back something I said, even though I meant the part about when you talk about Mike, when you talk about Brown, being a lifelong assistant coach who's now, a head coach. And he's been a head coach several times, but he's lost a lot. He's coached some of our best players ever played this game. Meaning LeBron and Kobe, people like that. But Atkinson, you're in the same boat too. You've been a head coach now twice. You're also like a lifelong assistant. And some of the decisions that you make and some of the things come out your mouth going to come back to haunt you when they interview you for the next job. Because they need a coach to be honest with them and be realistic with them. Like GMs, when they're hiring you, they want you to sugarcoat certain things, but they also want you to be honest in how will you adjust to certain situations. And if you're adjusting this to say, the analytics say we're better, and they know what 0-3 look like. They know no team has ever come back from 0-3. That's hard. That's hard for me as a GM to say, okay, in this situation, again, I trust you. I trust you with my team. So
my analytics would have told you no team came back from 3-0.
Look, if analytics don't tell you, Jalen Brunson is telling that you ain't
nobody came back
right
after being in the Brunson burner.
Well,
they better call the fire department. You know what I mean? It's over, baby.
Yeah. So when you see this, you're going to see this is the pregame, but this is also our party. Celebrate the birthday of our boy, Joe Cool. So when you do get it, throw one up for him. So I didn't say this time. I didn't say throw it.
Oh, yeah.
See?
That'd have been a flagrant on the play. That'd have been some OKC stuff.
Okay, what else we got?
What you got here? Preseason prediction?
Yeah, I thought that was really interesting, the preseason prediction, because I was looking up some stuff because I just got curious. When you're sitting around, you're trying to find something, and the preseason prediction is this one gonna bug you out. In the preseason prediction, it was to reach the finals. It was OKC, Denver, Cleveland, and then us, right, at number 4. We were plus 900. Our win-loss total, the prediction, the odds was 53-29. What was our record?
I don't know.
It was about 53-29.
It was?
Yeah. So that's crazy to me. And then the other thing that bugged me out was the preseason odds to make it to the Eastern Conference, to win the Eastern Conference Finals. And this is from FanDuel. It was a plus 340 to a plus 370, right? So imagine what that is now. And then our preseason odds, and this was bet MGM, to win the championship was plus 1,400. Now, we wasn't the team picked to win the championship, nor were we the team picked to get out of the Eastern Conference. But it's just ironic to me that the teams that were ahead of us all year, right? We may not even face.
Mm.
Detroit was ahead of us all year in the East,
Mm.
right? We didn't even get a chance to face them.
Mm.
OKC and the Spurs were ahead of us. We may not even get a chance to face
Okay.
OKC. But the trick part to that is Detroit they beat us. We were 0-3 against Detroit.
Mm.
We didn't face them.
Mm.
But we were 3-1 against the next best team in the East, right?
Mm.
Which was Cleveland. We faced them. We facing them. They're about to go home. Then in the West, we was 0-2 against OKC.
Mm.
It's a possibility that we don't face OKC. And then the Spurs, we were 3-0 against.
Mm.
So just how crazy how this stuff works.
Mm.
Like you can't write that.
Mm.
The way now when the Spurs won last night, that just adds to the point that we it's not our fault if somebody don't get there.
Mm.
Like it's not our fault. Everybody wanted to see the Knicks in Detroit. It's not our fault Detroit didn't get there.
Mm.
And it won't be our fault if OKC don't get there. You play who's in front of you.
Mm.
So I never put stock in preseason analysis from these gambling sites. Because I don't gamble like that. So they never held water with me. But I look at this year, I look at this one, and I was like, wow, this is crazy that it's lining up. When everybody say that, well, the Knicks can't beat the Western Conference team. It's lining up for us to beat the Western Conference teams.
Right.
So, like, who knew it works out like this when you start the season? Every team start trying to say, unless you know you're just rebuilding, I'm going to win a championship or trying to win a championship. And then you start figuring out as time goes on, it's too far reach.
Yeah, with the Knicks, I don't even think you could have said who. Last year, if you said we was going to beat the top teams or we couldn't beat the top teams, we couldn't beat the teams in the West, maybe so. And then we ended the year with injury, right? This year was different. Oh, yeah, I was telling you that the Knicks was playing just to stay healthy. And now we here. And our whole team is healthy. We playing good. Even when we feel like we're bad, we're playing good. So beating the team in the West now is not even a thought. It could be OKC reversing.
Yeah, it's possible that it could be, but the alignment is what it is. But nobody can say the Knicks didn't expect to be here. That won't be a scenario because everybody at the end of the season say, no, you got to run it back. So when you're telling people run it back, what does run it back mean? Bring these guys back and let's go for it again. We right there. So that's paying off for us right now. And we're running it back and we add some pieces like you're supposed to do. All the great teams have done that in the past. They add some pieces to help get them over the hump. We bring in Clarkson. Later in the season, we get Grand Theft Auto, Alvarado, we get him. We do things that you don't expect the Knicks to do. And when you add, you have to subtract.
And this is the first year I truly say this is the first year. Because all the other years, they just had got there. What was it, 3 years ago? You know what I mean? You get Brunson, then you get Towns, then you trade for Josh Hart.
But this has been going on for now.
Yeah, OG.
3-4 years.
You just adding a player every 6 months. We was adding. So then by the time we got to the finals, the playoffs, they was hurt. Everybody didn't play together. Mitchell Robinson didn't get no runs in. Brunson is hurt. And now, look at us now. We come back with the same team. Now we add a little bit more bench pieces.
Yeah. Remember, and we were thought last year, we were thought of as a team that had the best bench at one time. And then that fell apart because when you don't perform in the playoffs, none of that matters. Now we got guys that are actually performing. And we said leading to the playoffs, we got so many guards. You can't play everybody, but everybody at some point in a game was going to contribute and help us. And that's what they're doing. Everybody giving you something, even in limited minutes. They're giving us something. So we got to give the coach credit for making the calls when he do. Everybody talk about Brown. This is also new to Brown. Brown's had some incredible players in this league that could take you to a championship just based on name only, and that didn't happen, right? But then you come back to a team that you just work hard and make them believe. And lo and behold, the Knicks are going to be in the finals. You could clearly say we're going to be in the finals.
Mm.
I don't think nobody now going to believe that no matter how much gut check Cleveland do, that they're going to come back and win this series. That's not going to happen. I don't give a damn if we win game 7 by half a point. We're going to the finals.
We're getting to the finals with $3 on the Omni card. You get me?
Yeah.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. So,
man, we
again,
got
when you get here, and we understood tonight, coming on tonight, that we were going to be up against all the big dog podcasts. But sometimes when you're enjoying this Knicks run is for everybody.
Mm.
You know, it's not just for the top podcasts. It's not just for the top ESPN. Everybody enjoys. Everybody get a chance of this. We all are part of this Knicks run.
Mm.
You know, because I don't care what the numbers are. Nobody can measure your heart when it comes to the Knicks.
Mm.
You know, yeah, we like to have the numbers, but nobody can say whose numbers don't dictate who's more of a Knicks fan.
Mm.
Because you can find more Knicks fans than us, more power to you.
Mm.
But you just can't say that, you know. So I guess we're gonna jump into Kids Corner because we starting to get excited because it's getting that time. Breezy Bree, what's the diddly, yo? Yo. Okay. Okay. All right, okay. Was it okay? All right.
Okay. So our first question for today is a follow-up from the preseason prediction. Did the Knicks overachieve or underachieve?
Well, if we get to the finals, we gotta achieve. We achieved the goal because I think majority of the people had us getting to the finals. So now to overachieve, we gotta win the finals.
Yeah, I say that
Underachieving means we lost now in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, because it's like, what do you base it on? Do you base it on running it back? Do you base it on the owner saying finals or bust? Do you base it on because people didn't pick us? Like,
well, everybody, if they didn't pick us, the people that picked us, the owner said finals or bust.
Yeah.
So you got to get there. Last year we should have got there, right? So we underachieved. Well, we overachieved because everybody picked us to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. They didn't know we were gonna play the Pacers, right?
Yeah.
So now we're in a situation where it was finals or bust. If we don't get into the final, Josh Hart said, "Oh, we all getting traded."
Which I don't believe, but
you know what I mean. I don't know what, like you said, when you pointed out the markets, they had us going to the finals, or one of the teams had a shot at the finals. So yeah, to overachieve means you won.
Yeah, because that's like a trick question too. Because we wanted to get to the finals. We knew coming into preseason, but to look at it as a whole, if you look at like an ESPN, you know, people who doubted that we could beat Detroit, who's not even there, that says a whole lot. So yeah, I'm looking at it as we overachieved because people, when it comes to the Knicks, the NBA is better when the Knicks are good. There's just everybody knows that. There's no doubt about it. And then even when they think the Knicks are going to be good, we always fell short some kind of way. You know, the question yesterday was an excellent question about, is the Knicks curse finally over? Yeah, it's been over for a couple of years in my book. But it's always something that go wrong. Now, you can't put together a better piece. Now, certain things we could then better this playoffs. But overall, with the adjustments made, we didn't have the best player in the league, right? So numbers-wise, with the salaries that these guys make, we talked about earlier, we don't have none of those guys, the guys that make $59, $55 million a year. We have none of those. But yet, here we are still standing. So I look at it as we get to the finals, win it, we overachieve. And not in the New York Knicks fan base eyes, in the NBA eyes. Nobody will ever expect the Knicks to win. They want the Knicks to win because it looks good, but they don't expect it.
All right. Our next question is, Kevin Durant once said the Knicks weren't cool or relevant during his youth. How do you feel today's youth view the Knicks?
Well, KD, I don't even know how old KD is, but that was cat.
But no, but that was the question that you was answering something earlier about Bernard King.
Mm.
That was the question when I said I got a peek at that question.
Mm.
That's when I said that answer comes into play. Because you said you didn't know, right? You wouldn't have known about Bernard King because you wasn't born yet.
Well, I'm talking
Right?
about for majority of the Knicks fans, not the.
Yeah.
I'm not talking even the diehard Knicks fans. Like the basketball fans would have knew who Bernard King was, right?
Yeah, but look at the age gap. We're talking
Yeah,
about
but
the
now
youth.
the age gap with the youth, they don't know who. They probably don't even know really Marbury.
Right.
You know what
But
I'm saying?
but that's what.
But KD got some nerve. One, not only you a basketball fan, you know what I mean.
But to his credit, Joey, to his credit,
he's older than me though.
Yeah, but to his credit, during his youth, he's saying the Knicks weren't cool or relevant.
That was a lie.
In his youth, unless he was he a youth in the 90s, they were relevant for a while.
I don't agree with KD on that one.
Yeah, but I mean, I like it. I like the
because it's bad. So as bad as the Knicks are, to hate on the Knicks, there was some good. The hate doesn't mean you love them. The NBA wasn't popular until the Knicks was, unless the Knicks is winning or in the conversation. So to say that it's not even like relevant is different. Now, was it cool to probably be a Knicks fan? No, that was probably after the 90s and that Marbury era when we were dealing with that and dealing with who we had that went to the Grizzlies. The big man. We had Eddie Curry. Yeah, it wasn't cool to be a Knicks fan, but we was always relevant. Not even saying as a Knicks fan, as basketball fans, over the years, I don't agree with him on that one. Now, would they have known who Bernard King was? Probably not. But the Knicks always been that orange and blue. Anytime you seen that, you ain't associated always with the Mets as basketball fans, Knicks.
Yeah. Who's that? Go Cavs? Who was that?
It don't even matter. I ain't even mention that.
All right, listen. More power to you, brother. Good luck to you. We ain't hating on you, but
you know, he was saying, "Oh, the Cavs gonna go."
Oh, okay, go Cavs.
Yeah, go.
Now I'm looking over here.
They're going to Wawa.
Remember, they canceled. They put the Knicks. Look like they put the Knicks screening tonight at Radio City. That's Radio City Music Hall. Which I'll be there tomorrow for the Garden of Dreams talent show. Tomorrow night, which a lot of Knicks will be hosting, introducing acts. So again, but me not being at work Friday, I guess I didn't get that email. I didn't get the memo, y'all. Wow, I feel kind of slighted. I'm supposed to be there. But yeah, I mean, the Knicks now. I think the youth now. To answer the question, I think the youth, because if you're a high school or college kid in the past 3-4 years, the Knicks have done some incredible things. So I think your view of the Knicks has changed. Now, again, when Kevin Durant was a youth, it wasn't about us. You know, it was about other people, other teams. We was never there. We was never in the postseason.
Well, I don't know.
So you don't see the postseason what people remember. You don't see that. Because even too, you can't say if you're a baller, you're supposed to know. Real ballers don't even watch basketball. They out playing. You know, I remember when I was in 1977 when Philly played.
Where KD from?
He from Baltimore.
Oh, he capping.
No, he probably capping try to dispute the notion that when he was supposed to come to the Knicks, and then Kyrie talked him out of it. So your answer was, well, the Knicks wasn't even popular when I was a kid anyway, and they wasn't. They was popular to a diehard. It wasn't popular to the whole league. People wasn't running around with Knicks jerseys on. People always had a Clyde and Ewing jersey, maybe a John Starks, but people outside of New York didn't have the other Knicks jerseys on. That's just a fact.
Well,
you know,
even him saying that OKC not popular, they brand new.
Well, he can't help where he go.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, where he went, Nets ain't popular. Golden State wasn't popular. Who else? Where else he was at?
Well, by the time he went,
Houston.
By the time he went to Golden State, they were popular. Remember, they won 2.
No, they won, but was they popular? Was that the first choice? No, maybe Steph Curry himself, yeah, but
well, I mean, sometimes one player make the team.
The popular teams would be like the Lakers, Celtics, Knicks.
Philly, I mean,
Philly.
Yeah, high market teams, of course.
That's what I'm saying. So when he said that, I didn't believe that. The popular teams, Knicks is one of the popular teams. Win or lose, bad team or not, finals or not, Knicks is one of the teams that actually got rings. Now, whether that was in 70-something It don't matter. There's teams out here that don't have no rings.
Yeah.
So that's one of the conversations I always have with people. There's teams out there that don't have no rings. Indiana got a ring?
No.
You know what I mean?
No,
So
you know.
what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Celtics got all the rings. Lakers got all the rings. Philly got all the rings.
Well, not
Houston,
Philly, but
San Antonio. I'm talking about these are teams that got a ring. Knicks. The team that the rest of the team, they not popular. Knicks has always been a popular team. It's New York. It's the Mecca. We say this all the time.
Yeah.
It's the Garden. We ain't talking about
Yeah,
that.
people want the Knicks to be good always,
Mm.
even just to hate them, but they want the Knicks to be good,
Mm.
just to be able to say, "I can't stand y'all," or "I beat y'all."
What I said the other day, even Patrick Ewing in Space Jam. You know what I'm saying? Well, we got anything else? What we got?
Well, we're gonna get ready to close it out.
Mm.
Get ready for the game. We was hoping to do the live, but we got to try to figure out how we can do the live and watch the game at the same time.
But let me know in the
Because of the
comments. Did
volume?
you hear it? To hear the volume, we got to hear something. Sometimes I got to be locked in. I need the volume loud. I got a coach. I got to make sure they hear me. I can hear them, see what they're talking about on the bench. I got to see what's going on. You know what I mean? So that's my struggle sometimes when I watch the game. I'm probably going to tune y'all out and watch the game. Brunson with the ball. 3, bang. It ain't going to be me. You hear me?
Oh, that's me.
Yeah,
I'm
nah.
the play-by-play man.
You get loud during the game.
Do I?
Yes.
My bad.
I get loud, but I ain't talking. I'm screaming. What are we doing? We ain't have to do that much. Cavs, I'm screaming for y'all. What's the play?
Yeah, I mean, this gonna be exciting today to figure out. People want the win. They want a sweep because a sweep sounds good, but also people gonna be thinking about, we could win in New York, and the excitement and the mayhem that's gonna happen if that was to happen. But so it's like it's up in the air for a
We
lot
see
of
the
people.
team again. You might as well call the Knicks maintenance. Yeah.
So like sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And we'll be coming to y'all another day this week. Probably the game's tomorrow, probably the day after. We're gonna talk about it. So like, comment, subscribe, and let us know. Let us know you out there. Because we here. We ain't going nowhere.
And we back, baby.
We ain't going nowhere. Like, comment, subscribe. Want any parting words, Bree?
They better lock in today.
Yeah, that's the favorite. That's the new word for the Knicks for the championship is what?
Lock in.
Lock in. Y'all heard it from Bree. Let's go. Peace.